And Doctor, thank you. Tonight it's Good Friday. Tomorrow, the Saturday before Easter, I think is a good day for all of us to think about the wonderful doctors we have in this nation and say, Doctor, thank you. Yes, think of what your doctors do for you. And all we hear today are criticisms of the medical community. We don't have health insurance. We don't have good health care in this country. Balderdash. And that's saying it mildly. We have the best health care in this country. Just think. My left eye, I had a problem with it, and the doctor corrected it. I remember my dad's cousin some years ago. He had cataracts in both eyes and was blind. I had a cataract and the doctor removed it. Dr. Poulin. And I say, Doctor, thank you. For other things, I had cancer of the prostate. And the doctors used radiation and they shrunk the tumor. So I have a better life. And as you get older, you have bladder problems. Medication has made it possible for me to sleep well at night. Doctor, thank you. When I have a problem, I call up my doctor and make an appointment, and the doctor takes care of it immediately. Doctor, thank you. I think the Saturday between Good Friday and Easter Sunday would be a proper day to honor our doctors, to say thank you for the many miracles they performed. And they are miracles. I had a problem with my legs. It's not cured, but certainly a doctor made it much easier for me to live with. I can remember my sister years ago. She had open heart surgery when most patients who had open heart surgery had a serious risk of surviving. And they put a pig valve in her heart. And that lasted for many years and made her life comfortable. Doctor, thank you. I hear all sorts of criticism. Arianna Huffington, who pulls figures out of the air all the time. She can name how many children go hungry every night and how many children don't have medical insurance. You know, what counts is not how many of us don't have medical insurance. It's how many of us go untreated. You know, we get treatment here because people come from foreign countries without any money because of our medical skills. And they go to the hospital and they get treated. Yeah. We have wonderful medical care here. Did you ever think of sending your doctor a note and saying, Doctor, thank you? Now, doctors can't cure everything. Doctors aren't, even though they perform miracles, they certainly cannot perform a miracle every time. But think of all the people that do survive miraculously, in spite of many of the foolish things that they do. They take off in dune buggies down in the desert, jump hills and do all sorts of things and end up with serious brain damage because the vehicle flipped over. But they don't think of that in advance. And then a doctor has to go to the hospital in the middle of the night, get up out of bed, and then spend 6, 7, 8 hours doing surgery. And do they say thank you all the time? I'll bet you that a good number of doctors cannot recall the last time they really had someone say, "Doctor, thank you." They talk about the wonderful medical care when you have a national health plan. Well, I had a friend in Canada that I corresponded with by email. For 18 months, he had to wait, and he knew he had to wait, for open heart surgery, for a 4-way bypass. He had to wait 18 months, knowing that he was on a long list of people that were scheduled ahead of him. And as a result, he lived a very limited lifestyle because anything of undue exertion might have been fatal to him. How long does it take to get in and have an operation on your heart in this country? Don't talk about national health plans when medical aid is available when you need it. Don't talk about what we don't have. Let's talk about what we do have. Hospitals with the finest equipment and doctors who are skilled enough to use it. That's what counts. Think of it. The miracles that we have today and why so many of us live longer lives. Everything cannot be perfect. Everyone cannot live a pain-free life, but they can live a better life. And those who are young and injured because of accidents, they may have serious problems, but the doctors do their best to resolve them for us. So let's have a day of appreciation and say to the medical community, thank you. You've helped to make my parents' life easier, or my children's life easier, or you've even helped me with my own life. You've done things for me that have made me live better. So again, to the doctors of America, who are too often castigated when they should be praised, let's have a special day. It's easy to remember between Good Friday and Easter Sunday, a day when we can say thanks. Doctor, thank you.